Hello.
Hello.
Well,
Well, what's the crack?
fuck all. It's a lovely sunny day today in Thailand.
It is a lovely sunny day. We're inside in our hotel room and I'm sitting on a fridge.
Yeah, I'm sitting on a tiny bench that looks like it belongs to a 5-year-old carpenter.
Yeah, we've got a really good professional podcast set up here, don't we?
We should record this and put it on. It's just so people can see the setup. 'Cause I think this is one of the better setups that we've been in.
This is unreal. We need to make a video to be like, this is how you can achieve the podcast studio of your dreams.
Believe, achieve.
For Eve.
Vote Eve. Yeah. That's a special shout out to Eve. Eve, who gave us some lovely feedback the other day,
Yeah,
which
thanks, Eve.
we're going to hopefully act upon. So what's the story? We were talking about meditation. No, we did that. We did that 2 weeks ago.
We did Mai Tai last week.
week.
Mai Tai. We are Mai Tai professionals now.
Mm.
You might have seen the video. We're really, really good. Could absolutely kick the head off anyone
Yeah.
now if they came near me. But I don't know if you heard the news,
Go on.
but
You're talking to me because obviously I have.
yeah,
Okay.
we got into the podcast chart.
We got into the charts.
We got into the top 200
Yeah.
podcasts in Ireland, number
160.
160.
We were 10 off 100 and top 150.
Yeah, but like we got into the top
We
200.
can't believe it. And we've
Isn't
over
that
100
unreal?
followers, which I know
Oh my God.
anyone who's in Gen Z now is listening being like,
100
100
followers?
followers. I get 100
Mm.
likes per picture.
Yeah.
But we're delighted with that. So thanks everyone for
We're
actually
absolutely
following
delighted.
and liking and subscribing and all that jazz. We're working on a website at the minute, so we're going to push that
we
out.
are.
And that will have all the details and a blog and all that crack and
crap.
all that crap. And
I have a point to bring up.
tell on.
So my sister just listened to our intro episode
Right.
where we talked about what we're not doing, and I said I'm not doing magic camp
Yeah.
or just kind of magic in general.
Magic Camp still don't know if it exists.
I got called out.
What?
I got so called out. I obviously had these kind of suppressed memories, but I used to do a lot of magic as a child.
You never mentioned this.
Yeah, I got so called out. Jess was like, excuse me? Are you forgetting about this whole part of your childhood? So I used to have like a big black plastic top hat.
Right.
Got under it. And I would always do like little magic shows for my nanny and granda.
Right.
And I had a fake thumb that was like, I would throw around this
Hey.
piece of red silk and then I would make it disappear. But what I would really do is shove it into the fake thumb
Yeah.
and wear the fake thumb. And the fake thumb was like a completely different shade of skin from my hand. And it was massive. And I was a child.
Do you know why you're not a magician now?
Why?
Because a good magician never reveals his tricks.
Oh,
You just told
shit.
all the listeners, if your granny and granddad were alive now,
God.
the trick is revealed.
Oh my God, I'm raging. But yeah,
I had the exact same. I think probably a magic set. I had a couple of magic sets. I really liked magic when I was younger. I think it is a thing for kids.
Maybe
It's just-
that's why we connect.
Because
Subconsciously, I know how much you love magic.
I thought you were going to say because our relationship is magical.
Oh,
And then I get sick all over you.
Yeah, I know.
Ew.
Yeah. Yeah, so got called out anyway. I used to be obsessed with magic. And Jess was like, how did you forget that? Like, did a trick go wrong and you suppressed all those memories and now you're raging with magic or something? I was like, I don't know. Something must have gone wrong.
Yeah.
Sawed someone in half by accident maybe and I just...
This is also why you fancy Darren Brown, I think.
Oh, fuck off.
Or who would you rather?
That's-
Darren Brown or Keith Barry?
Keith Barry.
He'd be the one you go for.
Obviously.
Why?
I don't know. I couldn't trust Darren Brown.
Why?
He's too tricky.
He's too tricky.
He's too
Mind
tricky.
tricks.
Yeah, it's all mind games with him.
Yeah.
I actually couldn't trust him. Wouldn't be able for him. So yeah, that's the crack. Called out. I love magic, so scratch that.
I don't understand how you
the
don't
intro
remember
episode.
that. Like,
I just when I talked about it, it did not come into my mind once. I completely blanked it out from my brain.
well, now
Yeah.
we know.
Mm.
So today we're talking about.
Salsa dancing.
We're not singing it, just
Oh.
salsa dancing.
Salsa.
Give me that in the G3, please.
Salsa dancing.
I
I
think
keep having this thing in my head that I'm like salsa, salsa.
salsa.
I'm like, is that from something? Da da
Mm.
da 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 da. But sure, I tried to Google it and I couldn't find it. But maybe it's
How
a
did you
word
Google
that's
it?
something else. I googled like salsa, salsa,
How are you spelling that?
like sala, sa.
Salah, like Mo Salah.
Yeah,
Do
maybe.
you know who that is?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I do.
God, who is it then?
Oh, he's a footballer.
Oh,
Is he?
He is a footballer.
Yeah.
What team does he play for?
That was a good guess. Plays for Man U.
I knew you were going to say Man U. Nobody even calls it Man U. I think maybe 10-year-old boys from the 90s call it Man U.
Man U.
Go on, Man U.
Up Man U.
Up Man U. What were you going to say? What were you saying there? Mo. You said,
No, I
Salah.
was saying
Salah.
salsa, salsa. I don't know if that's from something or if it was. Oh, here.
Taxi.
Oh my god. Just stop touching it.
I need to move out of the way. Like.
Yeah. Anyway, that's not interesting for anybody.
Okay.
But salsa dancing, we are going to try this a different way today because we're going salsa dancing tonight. I have convinced Gary. It was really, really easy to convince him to go. And yeah, we're going to go salsa dance tonight. So we said, let's record ourselves before and after and see kind of first be like, why should you bother going salsa dancing? Chat a bit about that. And then after we can talk about how it was and if you should bother.
Yeah, exactly.
How did you...
Go on.
So eager. How did you start with your research?
So I Googled salsa. Is it worth it? And got loads of articles on the food.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, kept getting that. So I think that led me down the track of what's probably the most important question on everyone's lips, which is, why does the word salsa have two meanings?
Oh, yeah,
The
that's a
food
good
and the dancing.
question.
So that brought me to a core article, core
Ah.
IBM. And the question was, why does the word salsa mean both a food item and a dance in
Oh.
the same Spanish language?
Yeah, good question.
And some guy said, from Spain, salsa doesn't mean a food item. The word salsa means sauce, gravy, or dressing in English. And then he said, and why is a dance called salsa too? Probably because the salsa dance is considered tasty and funny, like the sauce is for food. I don't know.
Tasty and funny.
I don't know why it would be funny. So
I thought I was going to say and saucy.
yeah, saucy would have been way better. So we
Tasty
must
and
respond to him. My next step in my research was, of course, Reddit. So the question was, should I take her to a salsa lessons meetup first date? Now, what I liked about his start was he gave plan, context, concerns.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So his plan was meet at 5 to have a coffee, then surprise her by taking her to a meetup where people learn to dance salsa.
That, like, who is this lad?
I don't know. Context, he's a male, 23. Last date, 3 years ago. Dancing experience, 2 out of 10.
Ah.
My favourite bit. Occupation, workaholic.
Oh. Full-time mad bastard.
His concerns.
Right.
The rules say there's a partner rotation for a part of the evening. But then he put in brackets, I can be bold enough to keep her just for me.
Oh my God. I
Other
love this
concerns.
guy.
My dancing skills. And then the final one, risk that she might become interested in somebody else from the meetup. Big risk.
Yeah.
Massive concern.
Yeah, but I think if you're going to that much effort that you're planning this out for a girl for a date, I don't think she's going to be interested in someone else there.
Well,
Like,
I
I
don't
think
know.
that I'd be so I'd be like, that's very romantic and very thoughtful.
So first date, right? Imagine we just met on Tinder.
Oh, yeah, I suppose you don't really owe them anything then, do you?
Nobody said anything about owing anyone for anything. So let's say first date, and it's our first time meeting, and I say, let's go to a salsa class.
Yeah.
Would you be up for it?
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't.
Yeah, but that's because I like to dance and you don't. So that's different.
Yeah, okay, fair. Right, if you came to me with a salsa, I'd be kind of like, no, I'll see you never again.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
So the answers that the guy got were the exact opposite to what you were saying.
Oh.
People saying like first date, no, maybe second or third date, grand. First date, forget it. Don't do it. Too close, too personal, not enough talking, get to know the person. Some lad said, I'm a dude who dances pretty regularly in between my full-time and grad school.
Oh,
I will tell you, dancing is not for first dates. He said, I dance either to get someone's number or if I've been with them for a few dates. I thought, downvote that lad.
Yeah.
Someone else said, internet wisdom commonly suggests taking women on adventurous or unusual first dates so that you register as unique and exciting on her radar.
Yeah, that's an unusual one. Like, I think because it's like when we go for coffee first, so you're kind of chatting a little bit and then you can be like, do you want to go to salsa? And like, if you're not hitting it off, you don't need to ask her, do you want to go?
Well,
or if she's not feeling it, she can say no.
The plan was to meet her at 5 to have a coffee. I don't know how he went, how he got on with
Yeah.
it. But,
we must get him to ring in to the show.
That's right. We do have a number on our website.
We're broadcasting live here.
Yeah, it's 1800 bother.
Should I bother?
Should I bother?
Don't bother.
The guy, the internet wisdom guy, he also said he's found the opposite to be true. And most people prefer the boring dinner or coffee date because it's less intimidating than if you take her to salsa dancing or rock climbing or even, wait for it, mini golf.
Love a bit of mini golf.
Love mini golf.
No, I'd say the opposite. I think now obviously again depends on what kind of person you are, but I think it's more intimidating to sit across from a person and be like, right, now we have to talk for 2 hours because we've ordered dinner and drinks and it's going to take a while to come, and like I find that intimidating. Whereas if you're going to a dance like a salsa class, you've something else to focus on because you're both trying to learn how to dance.
Yeah, but
and you can have a bit of a laugh together.
Like, if you're a comfortable dancer, different story.
Yeah, but you'd kind of both want to be on the same page of not really being able to dance, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So you're kind of going into it the same.
That's it. I think.
Unlike us going into this class this evening, my dance experience is extensive.
Well, it is. Like,
and
to be fair,
yours is not.
Well, my occupation, workaholic. So you know, I never have time to dance.
No, true.
Yeah. So I think. The whole Reddit article, Reddit being the rabbit hole that it is, the article underneath titled, I fucking love my boyfriend. I was thinking, Steph's been on Reddit. And it said, this is her whole thing. So the start of it, I fucking love my boyfriend. That's just it. We've been dating for 3 years and he's the hottest, sweetest, kindest, funniest, sexiest guy of all time. And I was thinking, why, like...
How does this tie into salsa?
It doesn't at all. That's what I mean.
Okay.
Her next sentence, we had sex a few hours earlier and the sheets still smell like him. Worst part. And the cat is beside me. So the bed smells like cat and boyfriend's cologne.
Ew.
Rotten.
What?
Cats. A combo made in heaven. I'm so happy I get to be with him. That's all, lol. And I kind of thought...
Did this person answer under the salsa question?
No, this is just a separate article. And I was kind of thinking, why is Reddit referring me to this? And why is she, after having sex a few hours early, just going to Reddit to be like, I love my boyfriend.
To boast.
And I love the smell of my cat.
Yeah.
Wrong. Get off Reddit and go away. Anyway, back to salsa and my restart. So I got a bit veered off a little bit. Started off with the whole... Yeah.
I thought it was going to be I love my boyfriend, but I've fallen for my salsa instructor
who we met at a meetup.
Yeah.
No.
No, okay.
No, I think that's
thought we were going to get some goss.
No goss whatsoever.
Some
just
juicy goss.
Some girl who loves her cat.
Oh.
Then I got back on track. And,
right. Thank God.
I found an article called Why Try Salsa Dancing? If you're looking for a dance that's worth taking up, the answer is definitely salsa. Need a bit of
Definitely
convincing?
salsa.
Well, here are 7 reasons for why you should try salsa.
7
Yeah.
reasons.
So number 1, socializing.
Yeah, that comes up a lot.
Yeah. And it said,
It's a
if you have
big
a
one.
friend or some other person you want to bond with, there's no better activity than salsa dancing. When no 2 partners have ever finished a dance and not share a personal connection afterwards. It's just the nature of dance.
No 2 partners ever in the history
I
of
don't know if
time.
that's been proven.
Like, what if you stand on their foot or like try to do a spin and elbow them in the face?
Have you ever done that
Maybe.
in all your extent?
And all my salsa dancing. No, I haven't. But
Point
like,
2.
come on.
Physical health. Point 3, I like this one. Grace and coordination.
Oh, that is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you learn how to dance and do every flick, swing, and snap, you're actually developing agility, dexterity, and self-training coordination.
Yeah.
So
nice.
it says you'll have better posture, walk more gracefully. I don't
Oh,
know. Do
yeah.
you think you walk more gracefully?
Do I?
Yeah.
No, because
But
we're
you-
not salsa dancers.
But like
I'm
you're a
not a salsa-
dancer.
Barely. Like, come on.
Mm.
Like, I think if you were doing this kind of dancing all the time where you have to be very aware of your posture and making sure it's good, then that would naturally spill over into your day-to-day life, and you just kind of walk a bit more kind of like half dance, half... I'm going to do a dance, but this is an audio medium, but kind of like half dance, half walk up the road.
Half dance up the road.
Kind of more like a sway,
It says
like a little movement in the hips.
you generally have better coordination,
Okay.
but I've thrown things to you before, and they always land on the floor.
Yeah, but salsa is not a game of catch.
Yeah, but better coordination, better hand-eye coordination. I don't know.
I don't know. I think that was rude of you to say.
Whoa. So yeah, then I found some other lad, a medium, JJ Wong, and he just said, "Start now, start small, start now. The basic steps are key to everything. Feel good first, look good second."
Oh, I
Yeah.
like that.
And then he said, "The secret is this: you'll never be ready." So
Oh
okay,
my
JJ,
God. So do it now.
do it now.
You'll never be ready.
The best answer is the one having the most fun,
Oh.
according to JJ. And the last quote from JJ: "It's all about good vibes. Jeez, it's just dance."
Oh, it's just dance.
And he talked about...
It's just dance, the game on the Wii. Was that a game on the Wii?
I don't know.
Just
You played the
Dance.
fucking shittest games on consoles. He said, "Don't get sucked into dance school politics." And that made me think, you were in a dance school. Talk to me about the dance school politics.
I wasn't in a dance school. I think that's different. Like maybe in America, it's more like dance mom.
Such a
Dance
political
mom
answer,
kind
like.
of vibes.
Here we are.
But no,
Political
I was
answers.
just going once for an hour once a week as a child, and there wasn't drama. Now sometimes it'd be like, oh, she got put up the front instead of me,
Yeah.
and I was at the back. But that wasn't salsa dancing. But I think my first experience of salsa dancing was on the dance mat on the PlayStation 2. Remember the dance mat?
Yeah. Crap.
And there was a song, "When the rhythm starts to play." Do you know that song?
Yeah, I can probably put it in.
And I
this
can't
because-
copyright.
Oh, yeah,
It's
okay, yeah,
better
yeah.
that I sing anyway.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like a little salsa move. So you did like the side step and
So you know how
forward
to
and
do
back.
this before we go.
No, but like that wasn't actually it. I was
Okay.
I kind of hammed it up a little bit and made it a bit
Hammed
more
it up. Love that.
salsa-y.
Love that.
But do you want to hear about my research?
Yeah, no, actually, let's just go with mine.
Yeah, Jesus. So this isn't really research, but I love I was like Googling salsa, and I love all those Google questions that come up. So do you know the way all the related
yeah.
Google questions. So I just wrote down some of them that I thought were funny. Don't actually have the answers to most of them, but it's just the questions were funny. What is the point of salsa dancing? I was like,
Yeah.
that's such a ratty question. It's like, what's the point? What the fuck? Do guys go salsa dancing to get a girlfriend?
There
Oh,
seems to
there
be
was a lot
like,
of that.
A lot of that, yeah.
There was a lot of that. Is salsa dancing still about fun?
That's best
That
one.
killed me.
That is
It's
the
like
best one.
someone is like, salsa dancing isn't about fun anymore.
Yeah.
It used to be about the fun. And in this one, I was like, I want to know what kind of situation this person was in. Maybe it was the girl who went on that date, but the question is it possible to learn salsa in 5 minutes? It's like, I can just imagine someone frantically typing it in the bathroom, being like, shit.
Yeah. She
What
just had coffee and was
situation?
like, fuck.
What situation are you in that you're like, I have 5 minutes to learn salsa?
Yeah.
So maybe it was that girl. But I do have the answer to, or I have one answer to, do guys go salsa dancing to get a girlfriend?
Can you read those questions and not look into the answers?
I don't know, I just thought the questions were funny. It's like when I read the news and just kind of look at the headlines.
Okay.
I don't, it's
You don't
fine.
actually
Like,
care about what's happening.
it's fine. I get my news from headlines.
Right.
So do guys go salsa dancing to get a girlfriend? And
See,
this,
that's the one that caught your eye the most.
no, this is just the answer that it's the only one I read for
Okay.
some reason.
Right.
And this actually pained me to read.
Right.
This guy is just kind of, yeah, I suppose everything that's wrong with the world. One doesn't have to get a girlfriend. One doesn't have to get girlfriend. I'm not sure what he meant there. But compared to the average club, a guy is more likely to find someone friendly, feminine, in shape, usually educated, and generally non-ratchet dancing salsa.
You sound like you're just like education, blah.
No, I mean like
Healthy food, boo.
No, I mean like what a bellend that he's like, you'll find someone in shape and educated. It's like, oh, but they could still be a dick.
Yeah.
So that kind of way, it's like doesn't matter. And listen to this: the caliber of women are surely, in quotation marks, wifey material versus the basic street girl.
Whoa. The hood
So
rats.
reading this, I was like, is this salsa community the kind of people we want to get involved with?
No.
This
hey,
is what they think like.
we're too street smart.
This
We're
is
all
how
about-
their brains work. It's
Yeah.
like,
No, but, so is he? Bit more context about this lad. Is he someone that goes to salsa all the time then, or what?
yeah, he goes on and on and on about it. But like he says, oh my God, for $5 to $10 entrance fee, you can quickly find out if a girl is feeling you and if she's willing to follow your lead. With one song, I can tell if she's interested. No games, no tests, just basic biology and pheromones on the dance floor. Those that follow get invited on dates. Those that don't follow or co-lead get ignored. I almost got sick all over myself. And it made me be like, if this is how men think,
Yeah.
I'm tearing all salsa dancing around the same brush. I was like, if this is how they think, they
I wonder
can
is it
fuck
gonna
off.
fuck off. Wonder is it going to convert me to think like that now when they leave?
It better not. But like there was a alarming amount of questions about men looking for women.
Yeah,
So
there is. I
like,
found that as well.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because it's like, is that why men go for the most part? Is it to find a woman, like, or are they going to enjoy it? Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
So I'm a bit apprehensive
well,
about going in case there's a lot of creeps there. In case this guy is there.
yeah.
I'm
At least
gonna
you
be
could ask him
raging.
like, what's it like to be so shit hot?
Yeah. So am I wifey material or just a basic street girl?
You're a basic street girl. You're full on a basic street girl. Yeah, I don't know if I was single. I just don't like to dance. It'd be a really last resort if I was going to try to find a woman. I wouldn't be going for fun.
No.
Definitely not. I don't enjoy dancing whatsoever.
Do you like the music? Like the kind of salsa Latin music?
Yeah.
Or like not particularly?
Well, it's not. I don't listen to it on Spotify like every day
No.
or whatever. But if I heard it, like, yeah, it's grand. But like, I wouldn't be going for the music. I just don't like to dance. I feel too self-conscious dancing. I'm a shit dancer. I've no rhythm.
But if you didn't feel self-conscious, do you think you'd like it?
I don't know.
Or do you think the self-consciousness is just making you be like, oh, can't be arsed. You're not even entertaining it.
Well, I just don't find. I never really find it fun dancing. I just don't really like, unless I'm absolutely fucked. That's the only time. I don't even know if I enjoy it then. I think I'm just dancing because everyone else is fucking, they're all dancing. I'm like, well, it's either sitting my own now
In the club.
in the club or like actually get involved.
Yeah.
I never, ever, ever enjoyed dancing.
Oh, that's kind of sad. I feel like
You sit there taking
I
pity
feel
on me
like
now.
you've been robbed of a lot of fun times.
No, I think
I
it's just,
love it.
yeah, I know that's the thing. You find it really fun, but like I don't. at
But
all.
like I just dance on my own here at home, like,
No, yeah, I
and then
noticed.
you'll hear me heavily breathing from the other room.
Yeah, because you have your headphones on and you can't hear yourself going.
Yeah, I love a little bop. But like I don't think I'm that good at dancing either. Like I'm grand. I can dance a bit.
Yeah,
But like I'm not someone that you'd be like, oh my god, she's brilliant at dancing. But I just love it.
I don't.
I really, really like it. I just think it's so fun
Yeah,
to be shaking your
I'm going to be
butt
honest
around.
with you now.
Go on.
I was the one who wrote the question. Is salsa even about fun anymore? Is this supposed to be fun? Because I'm not looking forward to this. I think it's going to be shite. I think, do you know what I think I will get from this is that you'll have a good time and I'll be happy with that. But outside of that, I can see you in your face there. That's kind of like
No,
really
because
what you want.
it's not what I want, only because I want you to enjoy it. I don't want you to be like, well, at least Steph had a good time. I don't know about anyone else.
Yeah. Look, maybe it'll surprise me, like, but
I think
go on.
this is going to be one of those moments that we look back on when you're up on the world stage coming first in salsa and we're like, remember, lads, that podcast when Gary said he hated it and all it took was that one
class.
salsa class.
All of a sudden,
And look where we are now.
turn pro.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did dance together before.
We did.
What was that dance?
The tango.
The tango. Pretty much the same thing, isn't it?
No, the tango is kind of more like strict and like slow and sensual and do.
That's if someone described that to me, I would have been like, oh, salsa dancing.
No, I think salsa is more kind of like get the hips moving and it's a
That's
little
so
bit more
much better.
casual.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to warm up your hips for about an hour before you leave.
How, like?
Just doing those kind of hip circles that you always see footballers doing before a match.
Yeah.
You have to just stand outside there and just do that for an hour.
Or maybe get a hula hoop.
Oh, not
Which
a bad
another
idea.
activity I don't enjoy.
Yeah. That's
Should I bother hula hooping? Not even going to do an episode.
no.
on it, 'cause I
Well,
know.
should I bother eating a bag of hula hoops?
Fucking
Yeah.
yes. What's your favorite hula hoop flavor?
Salt and vinegar.
I thought you were going to say ready salted.
Ew.
No,
Is that what you
joking.
think of me?
No, of course not. But salt and vinegar, nah. Like,
Well, let me guess. You like the barbecue
Of
ones.
course.
Sick.
they're the nicest ones. I think they're sour. Is it sour cream and onion or just cheese and onion? I think they
Cheese
just
and
do
onion,
cheese
I
and
think.
They're grand,
But did you used to put them on
Yeah.
each finger like a ring and then eat them off?
obviously.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I'm not insane, Steph.
Did you ever used to break them in half and put it on your lip as if it was like a lip ring?
No.
Oh, I did that.
No. Well, then you're
Oh,
insane.
I was mad.
Yeah. Full time.
Mad bastard. So
Right.
yeah, we're off.
We're off salsa,
Salsa
dancing. Let's see how it
dancing.
goes. Next time you hear from us, it'll be us from the future.
Yeah, hopefully after having a brilliant time,
Yeah.
after meeting loads of lads looking for women. after
Hopefully we're still doing this podcast together after.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
it'll be you and Jorge.
Yeah, imagine.
If I sound Spanish later on, it's not me. It's Jorge.
Hey, it's me, Geddy. No,
Kelly.
that wasn't a Spanish
That was
accent.
terrible Spanish accent.
Yes, that's it. We're off to put on our salsa dancing clothes. We've got a ruffled blouse for Gary.
We're going to put our best feet forward.
Yeah. Oh, I'll put a flower in my hair, maybe. I feel
Yeah.
like that's something that we should do. And I am absolutely buzzing. I'm so happy we're doing this podcast because otherwise I feel like you wouldn't come with
No,
me.
I wouldn't.
So this is class.
Cool.
Yeah. So let's get ready to go.
So I've got a game.
Right. Tell on.
Okay, so in this segment of the show, I've got a game. And the game is called, in the spirit of salsa, pico de gallo.
Oh.
But if you
Pico de
say it
gallo.
in a non-Spanish way, it's just pico de gallo. So
Pico.
I'm gonna give you a list of 3 names, and you need to pick who the guy is. So you need to You need to pico the gallo, okay?
That is very good.
Are you happy with that? I'm so
delighted with that.
Okay.
That is so funny.
So you need to pick out who's the man. So we'll do a practice one.
Right. Okay.
Jamie Lynn Spears,
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis,
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx is the man.
Yeah, he's the gallo.
So pico the gallo.
Yeah.
Pico the gallo.
Now,
So the gallo is Jamie Foxx.
the gallo is Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
So you picoed the gallo there.
Oh, nice.
Congratulations, you picoed the gallo
Thank
correctly.
you.
Right.
Okay.
Question number 1.
Yeah.
And it's just 3 names every time.
Okay.
Jules Walcott, Jules Robinson, or Jules Bianchi.
Oh,
Maybe it's
God.
Bianchi or Bianchi, I'm
I
not
was
sure.
kind of hoping one of them would be Jules Holland.
Yeah, I thought that would be too obvious.
Too obvious, yeah. I think it's Jules Walcott.
Why?
Is the gallo.
Is the gallo.
I don't know. I just got a feeling that he was the pico de gallo.
Oh, incorrect.
Oh,
Unfortunately, this time you didn't pico the gallo correctly.
No.
So the correct person is Jules Bianchi, who is actually an F1 driver. That's why I thought maybe you'd get it,
Oh,
because
no.
I think they mentioned him in like the first season of Drive to Survive. He
No.
died in 2015,
Oh,
presumably from a crash.
R.I.P..
I don't know.
So you just made that really hard for me.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if the rest of them are easier. Are you ready
round
for question
2.
2?
I'm
You
ready.
can call it round 2 if you want. So 3 different people: Kelly Brook,
Right?
Kelly Packard,
Yeah.
or Kelly Pavlov.
I'm going to say the gallo that I will pico is Kelly Brook. Isn't he the surfer?
Oh, I'm afraid you incorrectly picoed the gallo.
Oh, no.
The person you're thinking of is Kelly Slater, who I was going to put in, but I thought you were going to know who that is. Kelly Brook is a UK model. The correct person there is Kelly Pavlov, who's a former professional boxer. Round 3.
Round 3.
And I like this one as well. You'll know why in a second. Robin Wright, Robin Duke, or Robin Cousins.
Robin Cousins.
Do you know who Robin Cousins is?
No.
Oh, but you correctly picked up the gallo.
What? I wasn't picking there.
Were you not?
I was just repeating the name because it was funny.
No. You were like Robin Cousins. Correct. You'd be terrible on, or maybe brilliant on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Oh, stop. Wait, who's Robin Cousins?
Robin Cousins is, do you know Dancing on Ice? And there's that couple that are like, I don't know, valued so highly by the UK because they did really well in
Yes,
figure skating.
I know them, yeah.
That's Robin Cousins. Do you know who Robin Wright is?
Like one of the Wrights brothers. They make planes. Oh, is it? Say the name again.
Robin Wright.
Is it?
W-R-I-G-H.
Is it the woman from House Cards?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
and was also in Forrest Gump, Girl with Dragon Tattoo, and Wonder Woman.
Oh.
You're gonna like this one though, Robin Duke.
Right, go
You
on.
actually watched Robin Duke on telly this morning. Robin Duke is the name of the actor who owns the Blouse Barn in Schitt's Creek.
Stop.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You'd really need to be keeping an eye on the credits to get that one.
Oh my God. And I consider myself a big Schitt's Creek fan, but
wouldn't agree with
that is like serious detail.
Yeah, super fan.
Nice.
Did you enjoy that?
That was a good game.
So I think you
Pico
got,
de gallo.
other than the practice round, where you said Jamie Foxx, you got 1 out of 5 right when you,
By accident.
accidentally repeated the name. And I went too quickly. So what did you think of last night?
Oh, right. So we went to Salsa anyway.
We went to
We
Salsa.
recorded the first half of this episode and then we literally went straight there. And it was actually longer than we expected. So we're recording this the next morning. And we haven't spoken a single word to each other about the Salsa class since.
Yeah.
We were so dying to talk about it last night. We were like, no, we're going to wait until tomorrow morning.
And we went to go to do salsa,
Yeah.
but we started off doing
Kizomba?
kizomba. You kept saying kizomba, but I thought it was just like samba. Is that what we're doing?
Samba? I don't know what it was. It was a different type of Latin dancing anyway. But it was that was fine. He kind of lulled us into a false sense of security.
That was grand. Yeah.
Like we got there and they had started already. Bad start. We were late. And we got there and there was, they started with a few little easy moves. We kind of slotted in. We were dancing together. And then next thing it was like, okay, now switch partners. And we were both like, oh.
I was dancing with Faye, and Faye was pretty quiet.
I was dancing with the invisible man because there wasn't enough men.
You didn't have a partner.
I didn't have a partner for a while. But then, so my fear of it being a place where men go to find women, 100% true.
What do you think? Well, so I was thinking about that. Okay, so I think the lad that was directly to the left of us first, he was there looking for a woman.
He was eye gazing.
That's so intense. Like holding a stranger that close to you.
Yeah.
And then looking them in the eyes. Yeah. That takes fucking a lot of confidence.
It does. And like, I think the first girl he was dancing with, I was like, oh, they're eye gazing. It's like they must be a couple and they're like just intensely holding each other's stare, but like she keeps looking away. She seems a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then I realised they don't know each other.
Yeah.
That's why she looks uncomfortable.
Yeah.
They didn't come here together.
No, I thought they were a couple at first.
Yeah. And then
but that's who I was dancing with then.
Yeah, you were dancing with her.
And we couldn't eye gaze because she was a foot shorter than me.
Yeah.
So she would have been staring at my chest.
Yeah.
And I was just looking at your man's legs, the instructor.
Yeah.
To make sure we were doing the right thing.
Close tension. Yeah. But that was grand. That kind of little dance was like slow.
That dance is very like, do you know in Hitch?
Yeah.
And he's like teaching the other lad to dance and he's just like step to the
side step.
He's
like, this is where you live.
And it's just exactly that's it. Yeah, it was very like that.
There was
really
a lot
slow,
of sidestepping.
easy.
Yeah, that side of it was grand, but it was like, okay, it's like slow and easy steps. But the point of this dance was like to be very close and sensual and connected. And I don't know if it was just like the Irish Catholic guilt, but I was like, I can't do that with people that I don't know.
I can't do that either.
So like eventually when it was like swap partners again and I did get a partner, like he was just holding me so close. I was so freaked out. And I know that's part of this kind of dancing, but it just didn't really cross my mind that I'd have to do that with strangers.
Yeah, it didn't cross my mind either. I should have expected that we were going to be dancing with strangers. Like I did not enjoy that at all. I kind of wish, like towards the end when we were like, no, we're not going to switch partners.
Yeah.
We're just here as an actual partnership.
Yeah.
So let's not switch it. But I think I don't like to dance. Right.
Right.
And it's just such a self-conscious kind of thing. But you're also dancing in heavy humidity, heavy heat.
True.
And I was thinking this girl has her hand on my back and I can feel drips of sweat coming down my back. So they're probably going onto her hand.
Yeah.
The other side of it was I had to hold hands with this person. And like whenever I'm in mass, which is not very often, I always hate when it comes to the moment that you have to shake someone else's hands because I have the clammiest hands of anyone that I know. So it's like I need to hold another person's hand now.
Yeah, but I had the same problem.
Did
I was holding everyone I held hands with. I was like everyone had sweaty hands. It was like 32 degrees. Yeah. Everybody had sweaty everything.
Yeah.
So like I was so conscious of that at one stage that I was like, is it my hand? Is it his hand? Is it because our hands are together? And I was just like, oh, I just feel like I'm dripping in sweat and the stranger is pulling me closer into his belly and I'm actually going to get sick all over the place.
Yeah.
And like I thought we were there early enough that we could have a drink before we started.
Same.
And we were late.
We were late.
And I was never so raging. I was like, oh, I really wanted a cocktail or something before we started. But yeah, it was so different. Like, how buzzing was I going?
Oh,
I was like, I can't wait.
I can't believe I got Gary to do this.
Yeah. And then I, like 20 minutes in, I was like, no, that's soften my cough now.
I've never heard you use that expression. Soften my cough.
That'll soften your cough now.
Ooh.
That'll take you down a peg or two, like.
All right, so we're together 9 years this October.
People don't care.
Well, I never know. But in 9 years, nearly 9 years,
yeah.
I've never heard you use that phrase. So where are you after pulling out of?
I don't know, you say that a lot. That's the phrase that like...
Yeah, because you pull these phrases out of nowhere. Like, and then
It's a
Oh,
colloquialism from Clonmel.
that's a clonmelicalism.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I think the sweaty hand was the most uncomfortable thing for me.
Yeah, that was uncomfortable.
I kept wanting to justify it to the person, being like, "I'm sorry, my hands are so sweaty. That wet sponge in your hand is actually my hand."
Like absolutely dripping as if it's raining, and you're like, "I'm really sorry, I'm really sorry."
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't.
No,
that, but it's the sweat. I just don't like holding someone else's hands because my hands just get too sweaty.
Yeah, I just couldn't cope with a stranger.
No.
Like, I couldn't even zone in on the sweaty hand because there was so much going on. Like, being pressed up against someone else's belly just kind of freaked me out a little bit. And I don't know, he was really trying to lead me, which is the point of the dance.
Yeah, he was the leader.
He was
his position in the dance.
He was the lead position and I was the follower. But he wasn't that good, and now I wasn't that good.
Look at
but
you.
this dance was kind of easy, this first one.
Yeah.
So, like, he was kind of leading me, and I wanted to be like, you're wrong. You're leading me the wrong way here, pal. But obviously I couldn't, so I just kind of had to grin and bear it and be like this little damsel in distress being led around the place.
So,
wrong.
Did you mention anything to him about?
No, I tried to kind of lead him, but sure. He was stronger than I was. So
Yeah, he was a big fella. Yeah.
didn't get anywhere with that. But then we switched again, and the next person then, like, this is really mean, and I don't mean to be judging anyone, but it was just kind of funny in the moment to myself. Like, I had to put my hand on his kind of back shoulder area, like up over his shoulder and his back. But like, he'd the hairiest back I've ever seen or felt. So I was just touching that.
Who?
Just one of the lads. He had kind of long hair and glasses.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
So, so for ages, I had my hand on his hairy back. And then I was like, I want to move this, but then I feel like it'll make him self-conscious that I'm like, ooh, I don't want to touch the hairy back.
Yeah.
So then I just left my hand there getting sweatier and hairier.
Ew.
No offense to anyone with sweaty backs, but like it was
hairy backs.
Or sorry, hairy backs or sweaty backs or anything. But it was just like funny.
Yeah.
It was comical in the moment. Like,
I wonder if we were to do it in a colder country, like, would it have been less sweaty?
yeah, the sweat wasn't the worst part of it for me though.
What was the worst part?
The worst part was the intimacy. Like, that guy, so the sweaty back guy, he was real fucking suave. Is that the word? Like, real sensual, all in the hips. He was really moving and grooving a lot. So, like, he was kind of like pulling me in close and like looking down, kind of like he was closing his eyes in the moment and like.
Why were you? How did you know that?
Music, and because I was just
because I was trying to eye gaze.
I was trying to eye gaze. I thought he was staring directly into my eyes. So, because his face was facing my face, whereas my face was turned to the side, which I just did there, which I shouldn't do on a microphone. But so yeah, I wanted to check if he was trying to eye gaze me.
Yeah.
But no, he had his eyes closed and he was like,
Was he? He wasn't.
He wasn't making that sound.
That would have been way worse.
That's the only way I can describe it over a podcast. Is kind of like, think of how someone would act with that sound and be like, oh yeah. He was kind of doing this whole groovy thing. And like, he was feeling the music. He was vibing it. Again, the Catholic shame would not allow me to groove and vibe with the music in the same way he did.
No, I felt so rigid.
I've never felt so Irish in my life.
I thought you would have been all over this.
Yeah, I thought so as well, but like, no, I'm so uncomfortable.
Yeah, I wasn't comfortable as well. Now, to be fair, I think after we went through 2 or 3 partners, maybe on the third partner, I was like, actually, this is okay. I'm used to the move now. It's fairly slow. I could actually have a chat with someone and be like, well, where are you from? Whatever. And that was actually grand.
Yeah.
And I can also see, if you were a single man, why you would go to a dance lesson. Because like, especially if you're not used to embracing anyone else and you're living this lonely single life.
Aww.
Yeah. Then this is your opportunity to get close to someone. It's a really
good way to get close.
And I also thought this is why everyone on Strictly Come Dancing ends
Fall
up
in
riding their
love.
partners. Like,
That's so true. I said fall in love. You said it as a bride.
well, I just think like, shit.
There's a difference.
Well, I should have said fall in love as well. But I just thought, no, lame. I don't know if they do fall in love, do they?
I don't know either. I think they just cheat on their.
I think they just cheat on
Husbands and
their
wives.
spouse or whatever. Yeah. So I can fully see why that happens in a way.
Yeah.
It's very sensual.
Yeah, it is.
But
Then at one stage I was dancing with a girl who was, her and her friend came late, so she was one of the leaders, let's say.
what do you
So she was doing like the male part.
mean? Okay, yeah.
And but then I felt really awkward because she was not even as tall as my shoulder,
Right. And
And-
you're really tall.
and I'm quite tall.
You like to say you are.
Yeah, I am, Missy.
Okay.
But I've never felt so big and cumbersome. And there's this little tiny woman trying to lead me around. She's making direct eye contact with my nipples.
I thought you said she was up to your shoulder. Like, how high do your nipples
No.
go?
Oh, they're very high up. No, like, I think she was less than my shoulder, like.
Right.
She was like just staring directly at my chest because she'd no other choice, basically.
Okay, yeah.
But she was trying to lead me. So I had my arm on her shoulder. And like, I just felt like I was going to flatten her. I felt like I was absolutely going to flatten her. I've never felt like such a giant.
What I'm getting from this is you just don't like when someone else is the leader.
Yeah, I think that was a bit of it. I didn't like being led. And I didn't like being touched by randomers.
Yeah, no, I
I
didn't
didn't
either.
like that at all.
I didn't either.
And I
Felt
didn't
really
think
awkward.
I'd mind, but I really did.
Usually when a stranger touches me, I'm all about it.
I'm all about it.
But last night,
Yeah, no, I didn't like it. And I think any time I've been in a situation like in the past or like dancing in a club and whatever, you're drunk.
yeah.
We were stone cold,
Stone cold sober,
Steve
yeah.
Austin.
Okay. Yeah.
Stone cold sober. Like not a drop of drink taken.
No.
And we went in and
Sad that like
started doing like this Latino lovers dancing.
we don't feel confident without having a drink in us.
I
Like,
know, sure,
there's
it's part of
more
our culture.
Irish guilt. Yeah, and that was only the first part.
Yeah,
Then
that was section 1.
fucking part 2, and we lost the arse altogether. As soon as
Part
section 1
2.
finished, the Kisamba,
Kisamba.
then we were like, right, cocktails. Let's get a cocktail in.
Yeah.
Moscow Mule, and what did you have?
Pina colada.
Pina colada. I
Yeah.
pretty much downed the Moscow Mule,
Yeah, same.
and it was delicious. Then it was into salsa, which we missed the start warm-up bit, but I was fucking delighted I missed the start warm-up bit because watching them from afar actually made me sweat.
Yeah.
It was...
I jumped in at the end. I was like, oh, this is a bit of me now. It was like,
You loved it.
diddly-doo. Yeah, you're just kind of, it's more upbeat and it was more fun.
Mm.
But, and then he was like, okay, we're going to just jump into these moves. Try to keep up. Like, if you don't understand that, and like put your hand up or whatever. And it was, as I described to you, it was like that scene in Friends where Joey says he can dance and he goes to the audition and they're like hand, head, pat-a-bray, and then it goes into something really complicated. That was it. It was like side step, doodle, 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 doodle.
Yeah, it was
And
very like that.
We were like swinging each other's arms around the room and we were so
Oh, we were easily the worst people in the room.
by a fucking mile.
By a mile, yeah. I don't know why I kind of feel like if you were with someone else if you were paired with someone else, I just did not have the patience for this. Arms were going everywhere.
Yeah.
There was a lot of hip back and forth. I just couldn't get it.
See, when we were doing the moves, when he was like, okay, go, and I was trying to do it, you weren't doing it because you were watching him so intensely.
I need
You
to be
wouldn't
beside that fella.
move. You need to be right beside
I
him.
need to be
Yeah.
right beside him.
Yeah.
I need
that's
to see
the
what he's doing
learning.
because like I
Yeah.
can't just be like, oh, it's this way and it's that way. I
Yeah.
kept forgetting what way it was going.
I know. And like, in fairness, like it went from 0 to 90.
0
like,
to fucking
it
99.
was like, here's a few little sidestep bits, and then it's like, right, all in, this is Strictly Come Dancing, the final. Off you go.
The final. Yeah, Strictly Come Dancing, full throttle.
Full throttle.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was it was way too much. At that point I thought, right, this is a piss take now.
Yeah.
When can we just get back onto a dance floor and jump up and down
Yeah.
to some shit song and go whoa, whoa, whoa,
Go on, the lads.
go on. And
Yeah.
roar the song back. It was Yeah, it was way too fast.
The only good part about that was when they were like switch partners. Two of us were like, no,
No,
we're
no.
actually going to stick together this time.
Yeah, yeah, no.
Two idiots in the corner, like.
No, and then we just left early.
Yeah, then we just left.
Because
'cause
we
we were
were
just like,
wrecked and
but
we
we
were
were
starving.
at nothing. We couldn't, like, they were like, right, moving on to the next part. And we were like, we don't even have 30% of the first part.
30% is generous. Like,
I know, yeah.
we were so shit.
We were struggling so badly.
Yeah. So, yeah, salsa.
I kind of lost patience at that stage as well,
Same.
because I was just
But
like,
you were taking it so seriously as well. Like, you were coming to me like we are auditioning for the World Championships. You were like, take it serious.
because every time we tried to do it, you were messing and like
Ah,
just
no.
ending up in like a hug or trying to give me a kiss or being like, whoa, 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 putting your arm around my shoulder trying to do a football chant. And I was like, Gary, you're never going to learn if you don't try it.
Yeah.
Because in
But
fairness,
we were
we were
trying it. We were trying it. I
Yeah.
was giving it my best.
Mm.
And you were trying to play at a very high level there.
Yeah.
And it just like that just wasn't happening. Like I just
Yeah.
couldn't get it. So
it was
I just
very bad for my ego.
I gave up. I kind of thought you'd be the one being like, let's just have fun. And I ended up being that person being like, let's have fun. We're not doing it anyway. And you took it really serious.
But that's because everybody was doing it really well.
They were, yeah.
And my ego got in the way. And I was like, we're the shittest by a mile here.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to be able to dance.
You've got dance experience. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I think I did kind of enjoy it at the end because I wasn't dancing with strangers. I didn't
Yeah.
care if you felt my fucking wet sponge of a hand. And we could just
Yeah.
take the piss a bit.
We did get to the stage that I thought I was going to wet myself laughing so much because we just couldn't do it.
Well, we couldn't do
We
it.
ended up just so like tangled in each
Mm.
other's arms. Each other's arms. That's romantic. But yeah,
it
we were
wasn't.
just kind of tangled every time we tried to do a spin or a turn or whatever it was.
What about your one at the start? So the kind of in between section. Where did she come out of?
Oh yeah, she was like professional dancer then in
Yeah,
the middle, just
giving it
showing
loads.
off.
And I kind of
She
I
was
was thinking
Unbelievable.
in that moment, this is what two people who enjoy dancing look like. They were having
Yeah.
great crack. They were good at it.
Yeah.
All smiles.
Yeah, they were unreal.
And I thought to myself, I'm never ever going to be at that position.
Oh, I didn't think that to myself. I was like, okay, I want to get that good.
No, not at all. I thought I'm never going to give this enough time to actually get that good, to get to the point of enjoying it.
Yeah.
I only really enjoyed it towards the end when it was like, we can just take the piss now anyway because we're
Yeah.
never ever going to get this, and I've
Yeah.
accepted that.
I think like 2.5 hours or whatever it was, 3 hours or like it still wasn't over when we were leaving.
Yeah.
That's just a bit too long for me.
Fuck me, that was very long.
Like for especially if you're learning,
Mm.
like your brain's working overtime, and we
Mm.
were wrecked.
Oh,
Like, because you're kind of exercising in the heat and everything. Like, I think we would have enjoyed it more if it was just like, this is an hour beginners class, whatever. It wasn't beginners.
no, it
Salsa
wasn't.
was not beginners.
Definitely not.
Everybody there could do the salsa, like, could dance.
They really fucking could. I
Yeah.
wish they told us that.
I
Now,
know.
actually, in fairness, when we were leaving,
Who? All the people that got there. You wish they told us.
like, I'm actually really good at salsa. Are you?
Yeah.
No, I kind of wish. I don't know. I wish he said it in the intersection, being like, "No, the next section is for people that have done salsa before."
Exactly. Yeah.
But the first part felt Kizomba, felt
Kizomba.
very beginner. You know,
Yeah.
that anyone could kind of do that.
Yeah.
Salsa, nah, forget it. But he did mention when we were leaving that he was going to be doing a 3-day course or something, some advanced salsa class
Let's go.
or whatever. we qualify. So
Oh, God.
yeah, I did. Maybe that's what he said, because he does this session every week, doesn't he? So
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of raging overall.
are you?
Yeah, because I thought I was going to enjoy it so much.
Mm.
And then I was just like, ooh, get me out of here.
All right. I didn't hear you say ooh.
Well, I was thinking it.
Is it a lesson of like?
Don't try new things.
No, I was gonna say is it lesson of the key to happiness is low expectations.
Oh, probably. That's, yeah, I suppose. Low expectations and don't be afraid of strangers
Hairy
touching
backs.
you and hairy backs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, final verdict then. Should you bother doing salsa classes?
I think you should bother going to a beginner's class because just turning up to like a salsa night, no, you're at nothing. So I think going to a beginner's class, yes, you should bother.
Right.
Well, I don't know, actually, we haven't gone to one, but I presume so. But going just to a salsa night like that with no experience, no. I think you just feel out of place.
Okay, yeah.
It's not something you just pick up in the moment, like.
No, it's not. Well, salsa,
kinda thought it
anyway,
would
the kisamba thing, yeah, grand. But
We
the
can
salsa
send
thing,
Joel.
yeah.
Drop
Well,
of a
like,
hat.
if it was just the two of us, like, grand. At the drop of a hat. Yeah, if it was just the two of us at the samba thing, fine. But the salsa, I don't know. It seems way too fast. And maybe there's someone listening to this thinking, what? Salsa's so easy.
Yeah.
Well, you're full of shit. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, personally, myself, if you're sitting at home thinking, should I try do salsa? I would say don't bother your whole. Especially if you don't like to dance, forget it. It's crap.
Just
Yeah.
don't.
Like,
we had a good laugh.
We had a
though,
good laugh.
overall.
We did have a good laugh. Like, you know, so maybe it's worth trying. But like, if you're
we
thinking
can't
about
say that every week.
Yeah,
we
well,
I feel like I don't bother, but like we had a good laugh, so like maybe do bother.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, it's maybe worth trying once, but
Yeah.
would I do it again? No way. I wouldn't want to.
Yeah, I would go to a beginner's class maybe. That's
Right.
one that you just dance alone.
I don't think that's possible, is it?
Oh, I don't know. I
Maybe.
hope so.
I think you're thinking of a Zumba class.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, that's what you're thinking of.
Right.
Right.
Oh,
Oh, same time.
same name. That's all the crack there
That's
now.
all the crack
anyway,
with salsa.
salsa.
Yeah.
And kizomba. Kizomba.
Make sure to follow our Instagram page.
Oh, yeah.
Should I bother pod?
Should I bother pod?
Should I bother pod?
Should I bother pod?
Um,
Yeah, and tell us if you bother doing that this week.
yeah. Tell us what you were actually arse doing any week, or what you were not arse doing. That's kind of the main thing.
Tell us what we should try bothering.
Yeah. Looking for ideas.
Yeah.
Definitely looking for ideas. So, you don't say like and subscribe on Instagram, though. You know, what do you say?
No.
Just like,
Just give us a follow.
follow. Just follow
Yeah.
us.
Stop being so desperate.
I don't know.
I'm joking. I don't know. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for even mentioning
I'm
that.
sorry.
We'll say goodbye then.
Yeah, that's it now.
That's it. Thanks for
lads.
listening. All the best.
Mind yourselves.
Have a good week. Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye.